Is it weird if I eat a muesli bar?
No. I'm actually happy if you eat it because you seem a bit rattled, bit on edge.
I went for coffee this morning, and I made a BLT before we went,
Right.
which was now a couple hours ago. I'm coffeeed up. It's hot.
Yeah, have you got like the coffee shakes almost?
Not really.
You're a bit like
Not really. I'm just a bit. I'm antsy.
you're rizzed.
I'm roosed.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's fine. I'll be fine.
Okay. You see it. You know, it's a shame that we didn't really properly record that first 5 minutes because let me tell you, listeners, best 5 minutes this podcast has ever produced, and sadly cannot be recreated. So our loss, your loss, we're all grieving. It's not great. But alas, lucky, Head of Tech doing what Head of Tech does best while he gets paid the biggest dollars of them all, the big bucks.
Yeah.
Cody Bryant.
Yeah.
Noticed a certain cord wasn't plugged in. You know, it's not whose fault is it? I don't know. Is it my fault? Is it his fault? Look, we don't really know. We won't get to the bottom of it because, like I said, he's a bit agitated. So you don't want to rattle the cage right now. But we're ready to rock and roll with a great episode.
I tell you what, that single cord has plagued us for so many episodes.
Like the most troublesome cord of all time.
It's just so unassuming. Look, without getting into the details of it, it's a small cord. It's easy to miss because everything works without it.
Yeah.
But the mics just don't
connect
to the thing. But it looks like they're connected, but they're not connected.
You have to be eagle-eyed to notice it.
Thankfully today I was eagle-eyed because I'm so caffeined up that I just noticed.
He's just wired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look.
Now we're ready to go. Muesli bar, got his drink of water. He's happy. He's ready.
Okay, we're ready.
Yeah.
It'll probably be another vibe pod today because we have no notes again.
Well, like I said, we got writer's block. Or more specifically, I have writer's block.
Well, I also technically have writer's block.
Well, yeah. Yeah, true. You also
I've
do.
written nothing, but I kind of have writer's block year round with the pod.
But it's more my job to write.
To write the notes.
And I have nothing.
Well, I think we're still sort of, acclimatizing to the pace of 2023.
Yeah. Well, also, like, it's a silly season. It's hard for your brain to function properly.
That is
all
true.
this ripping and tearing that's been going on.
And we're also in the biggest trough of the year sport-wise.
Yeah.
And it's like sport kind of structures my life.
Yes.
And the fact that I'm not playing any sport. Oh, actually, I'm playing Oztag, but not really playing any sport. No soccer. There's no rugby league on. There's no cricket on at the moment. So I'm honestly feeling a bit all over the shop.
Just aimless. You're just wandering around aimlessly.
Precisely.
Yeah. I've actually been watching, since there's been nothing on TV, and I only have free to air at my dad's, I've been watching like whatever movie is on like 7 Mate or Channel Go.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it's a bit scat.
What have you been watching?
What was on? Rocket Man was on last night.
Oh, with Taron Egerton.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, but like ads. And then what was on the other night? I don't know. It was something really random. Okay, I can't think of it right now, but it's free to air.
Yeah.
In general. Actually, to be fair, I have been watching Maths.
Oh, yeah?
Maths has been ripping, yeah.
Is this kind of contrasting what we said a couple of weeks ago about reality TV being out?
Yeah, but Maths is different because I will watch Maths every year.
I'm also watching Survivor.
Yeah.
Just started watching Survivor.
Yeah.
So.
Any good? I know we're kind of countering ourselves, but
it's fine.
Maths is the biggest show in Australia, so it's different.
My coworker was talking to me about it.
What, Survivor or Maths?
Survivor.
Right.
And he kind of talked me into it.
Yeah. Sorry. Sort of.
Mid-pod nosebleed.
Yeah. Continue.
And he talked me into it. This is a long bow to draw, and I know that you probably will not know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But I know some people out there will because I've asked a few people over the last couple of days. You had Foxtel growing up?
Yep.
Okay. So that instantly cancels you out. There was a show on ABC Kids called Scorpion Island.
I did watch Scorpion Island.
Did you watch Scorpion Island? True. Yeah. Sorry to rule you out so early there. I just assumed you were higher than now.
Come on, mate. You know me. That's better. I'm better than that.
Great show.
Yeah. Well, the one where they had the camps and it was filmed in North Queensland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I knew someone whose cousin went on that show.
Really?
flex.
When the show ended, they kind of presented it as if one team escaped the island and the other team was stuck there forever. Which, as a 10-year-old at the time, I was like, that's edge.
There used to be a really gnarly show on ABC Kids, and it was this one where this group of Scottish tourists came to Australia, and then they got abducted by aliens. Do you ever remember that show? But it was,
No.
I remember being freaked the fuck out by it, and I was like, oh my God, this is going to annoy me. I kind of want to look it up now. But
You can do it when I change the camera when the pod starts.
yeah, okay. But yes, a great show. Actually, do it now because
Okay.
I'm gonna. Okay, let's go to
We'll
the
get
episode.
started.
Yeah, baby.
Marshall gets away. Marshall's still going. Marshall's got Richards coming up outside. Now inside.
What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the Barflies podcast, episode 67 today. I feel like we've been in the 60s for like 5 months.
Yep.
Join-
Like when we were in the 30s.
Yeah, true.
We were in the 30s for I think about 4 months. Honestly.
Do you remember that time when my laptop was broken and shit? It was such a nightmare.
Yeah. Chaos.
And I had to I drove to yours one time to film it.
You had to come all the way back to the heartland, mate, to
Yeah.
the northern beaches.
To Wiener.
Yeah. You're different. You've changed.
What do you mean?
You don't like to tell people you're from the northern beaches anymore.
I'm not from the Northern Beaches.
Yeah, just ultimate cosplayer. That's fine.
I'm not from the Northern Beaches.
For anyone who did want to know what that show was before,
Oh, yeah.
the really dribbly one I was
Indulge
talking
us.
about, it was called Jeopardy, and it went from 2002 to 2004.
Do you have a photo? Can I see?
That's all I got for you.
Yeah, can you go back to Google, search Jeopardy TV show, and then go onto Google Images.
Jeopardy.
And just see if like something's going to spark a core memory. So I'm still getting through that muesli bar, by the way.
Yeah, disgusting.
One of the more taxing foods to eat.
Yeah, not.
But take like, you got to chew them.
You you can't just like kind of mosey your way through it. You got to really.
No. Okay. What do we got here?
I don't know if you'll actually get this or not.
Is this what?
That is from back, and then they used to play it on ABC on repeats in about 2007, if I'm remembering correct.
No, I've never seen this. Are you sure this wasn't on Foxtel?
It wasn't on Fox, it was on ABC. 100%.
It's also showing the American Jeopardy. It's definitely not that.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I've got nothing for you.
It was actually.
I'm shocked. I feel like I've got a pretty good memory of all the shows that were on ABC
To be
Kids.
fair, it was also very scary.
What time was it on?
Afternoon. It was like the last one before the news.
Controversial. I didn't like Round the Twist.
I haven't.
I always found
don't,
it pretty
I don't
weird.
think I've watched a full episode of Round the Twist before.
That primary school, that was like what the teachers always used to put on.
Right. I don't think I've ever watched a full episode of Round the Twist.
Yeah, I don't think you're missing much. People loved it though.
It's a bit of core memory activity. I think that's what people like. But yeah, alas, a couple core memories created on the weekend though.
Nice.
A couple brain cells deleted also.
Yeah.
Good times I had.
Yeah.
SPG Festival.
Number
The
3.
Number 3.
Unos
mu-
tres.
See, the much anticipated, or mucho anticipated, El
What?
Festivale.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah.
They've always
Yeah.
they've always said that.
Yep. And look, pumped, keen. We were very excited. Cody's mural, excellent.
Thanks, mate.
Got a lot of comments, a lot of walking past. Oh, who did the mural? That looks something. I actually know him.
Yeah, I know the guy.
I actually know. He's a friend of mine. Actually have a podcast together. You guys should listen.
Yeah.
But
Yes, what do you mean you don't listen? You don't know
You
the
don't-
Barflies?
you don't listen to our podcast. What are you talking about? What are you
You
doing?
must be new around here.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I wonder
with
what
yourself?
percentage of the SPG base listens to the podcast.
Most
Do you reckon higher or lower than 99%?
is our listener base.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 99% of the people who listen were there.
Surely.
But yeah, it was a great time. Weather was unreal. There was
Yeah.
a bit of talk of rain over the weekend. Did nothing.
Light sprinkle on the Friday.
Welcomed light sprinkle.
Not
Cool.
enough to dampen the spirits.
No, brilliant. Well put. Absolutely not. Look, where do we start?
Probably Arrival.
Arrival. Okay. Did I get there before? I got there before you.
No, I think I got there before. Maybe we'll say the same time.
I got there at 11.
I don't know what time I got there.
Okay.
Maybe 12. Maybe 12.
Okay.
We'll give it to you. Sure.
Right.
You got there an hour before. I didn't see you. I didn't know what you were doing when I arrived.
I think I was just setting up.
We set up down by the river. Great spot. Lots of flies. Were there flies at your campsite?
There was.
Were
I
there
thought.
heaps?
Yeah, there was quite a few. I thought that with the more people that would turn up, the fly per person ratio would go down.
No.
Incorrect.
No, there's actually I was thinking about that. There's no finite number of flies.
No,
seems.
there's not. But I thought there was in the one area. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Instead, more people just brought
More
more.
flies.
Just seemed. Yeah.
Spectacular sight.
Yes.
Beautiful spot.
Yep. The creek.
Yeah.
Great for a little dipperoo.
Yep.
Get in there. Me and a couple of others built a small dam,
Yeah.
which was actually pretty fun. But yeah, it was great.
I didn't spend enough time just being up and about during the day.
Did you just kind of sit down?
Yeah, we were just kind of chilled at our campsite all day. I didn't mingle enough with everyone, I don't think.
See, I find it hard to just sit there.
I know you do.
Yeah, I just want to get up and walk around and say hi to people.
Yeah, I think I was just, dude, honestly, again, not to make it all about me, Crimey River, blah, blah, et al, et al.
Wow.
Still riding that burnout from the start of the year, I think. So, I was just pretty tired going into it. And, I just didn't have, I wasn't at, the required and my usual energy levels that keep me sort of up and about.
Up and about.
So I kind of just, hung out at our campsite, which is fine, still had a great time. But by the end, I was like, I actually feel like I kind of missed a little bit, missed out on a little bit of.
Well, we were camped, right almost in the center.
Yeah,
of
you
the
were bang in
festival,
the middle.
which was perfect.
Yeah.
And that's I usually try and get that spot because you're kind of close to everything. And you're close to all the other campers and stuff.
Yeah.
Which was sick. So we were there. There was we had a bit of a tent city. We had a couple gazebos and heaps of tents.
Yeah.
And a couple a big area,
one.
which was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was good. I was up and about. There was that one the morning of the Saturday. Everyone was just kind of it was 10 a.m. and everyone was just kind of scat and had just had breakfast. And then Tully was like, "Oh, do you want to?" We were going to go to the shops, and then Tully was like, "Oh, do you want to go up and get some stuff for me?" Blah blah blah. And then ended up doing a bit of a shopping trip. But I was kind of happy too because I was like, "Oh,
Get out of the scatness.
everyone's just being scat, sitting
Yeah.
around," which I mean, everyone's entitled to do so.
Yeah.
But I was like, let's go do something. And then I got back. And then I think once I got back, I felt like no one had moved from when I'd left. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
Didn't miss
sweet.
anything,
Didn't
yeah.
miss anything. And then
What did you have to get?
petrol for Tully and someone else and my sister's mate. And then just drinks for some people, a couple of little different things. Tape for someone's knee and
Sure.
ankle.
Bits and pieces.
Bits and bobs, bits and pieces. I got Angus indigestion pills.
Oh, I had some.
Just random stuff.
I had some of those.
Oh, you had some. Any
Should
good?
ask me, Angus.
Any good?
Unreal.
Yeah.
I'm actually.
What is indigestion? I've never got that. I
Actually,
didn't get my
kinda-
first headache till last year.
What?
Yeah, I didn't get my first headache till the end of last year.
That's a lie.
No, it's not 100%
You got your first headache as a 23-year-old.
correct. It's shit. It was terrible.
Have you had one since?
Yeah, I got one last night. It was horrible.
You've had 2 headaches in 23 years.
Yeah,
24 years.
24 years.
There's simply no way.
No, that's true.
What's going on up there?
Nothing.
It's just
Nothing. It's true. It's true. So people describe to me what a headache is. I'm like, nah, it hasn't happened, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, oh, my head feels a bit rough. And then I was like, oh, that's what a headache is. And then, yeah. So I reckon I've had 2.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's why whenever people go oh, I've got a bit of a headache, I can't do that. I'm like, oh, fucking shut up, pussy.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, not to be but
You just had an experience.
I
what it
didn't
was like.
experience it. I'm like, oh, shut up. You don't, stop being a wuss, blah, blah, blah. But they are actually really bad.
Oh, dude, I don't know how I feel about
I
this.
can't imagine a migraine would be horrible.
Yeah, people are bedridden from migraines.
Yeah. But I didn't think anything of it. I just thought come on.
I get headaches when I just haven't drunk enough water.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Good for you, dude.
It was an experience.
Good for you.
Yeah, I got one last night as well. That's why it kind of reminded me about it.
It's almost like there's so many demons in there, it just fights it off.
Yeah.
It's like I got other things to deal with right now.
Just the demons are taking up too much residence, so there's no room for pain.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
just
yeah.
fucking get in
The
there.
headache will like knock on the door and there's like, there's already 4 guys in
Yeah,
there.
they're
It's
like,
sorry, dude.
No, mate, full. Close the door. No, mate, no good.
What's worse?
Demons or headache? Oh, I'd rather the demons, to be honest. Give you a bit more ticker than a headache,
Yeah.
you know? Anyway.
Headache takes you out.
Headache takes you out of the game. The demons keep you in the game. But
Yeah,
you just, But yeah, SPG, excellent. Did you have a favourite artist, by the way?
Favorite artist. All the bands were awesome.
Hmm.
Take your pick out of them. Doesn't matter.
So
Love
you
them all.
didn't.
Love
There
all the
wasn't one
bands.
you liked particularly more than others.
No. Barley Parsable, Mac the Knife. Awesome.
Stoked Salmon, Mumfire.
I didn't see Stoke Salmon.
You
Stoked
missed
Salmon.
out. You missed
Were they
out.
good?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Mm.
Yeah.
I feel like
First time I'd seen them. First
I
time
would
I'd
have
seen
liked
them.
them. I know I
Yeah.
would have, but I just wasn't there.
Ed was being particularly funny for like that hour,
He
2 hour
was.
block.
He was on one at
on
Mac.
on that Saturday, Ed was probably like the funniest I've ever seen him in my life.
Really? What was
Yeah.
he doing?
He was just being like a menace, and at one point he got in kind of like these like kind of like war, I guess, with my other friend Angus, and it just I don't know, it was just kind of really funny stuff. I can't. It was just they just started
What do you
doing
mean
rogue.
war? Were they like jousting and shit? Or like,
No, just kind of bantering really like hectically with each other and like
Okay.
kind of trying to prank each other.
yeah, right.
And then at one point, Ed got knitted a pair of crochet undies.
I did see this.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
and everyone was saying that the business that they should come up with for it is called Wangers, purpose-built, loose-fitting men's garments. And then because Ed and Angus are supposed to do a set together, so Angus got measured up and he also got a pair. And then
What do you mean Angus got measured up?
Angus take that as you will. He got measured up and then he got made a pair also.
Like on the spot?
Yeah. Shaz, she was doing them.
Okay.
In the camp where we were.
Was she the vape holder girl?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Don't know who. I don't know if I've met her.
And I think she also did can holders.
Okay.
It was anyway, but knitted the two of them a pair, and then Angus decided that he thought they were a bit too obscene. He was like, "No, I honestly." And to be fair, to Angus's credit, he's not backing out because he would pretty much wear anything.
Yeah.
Like at Beyond the Valley, he walked around with undies, boots, a hat. And then on top of his undies was like lolly undies, and people were coming up and like biting bits of the lolly off it.
Yeah.
So he's not really like
He's not one to shy away.
he doesn't shy away. Like he doesn't care much for that kind of stuff, you know. But even he thought they were a bit too revealing.
Yeah, they were pretty offensive from the side.
Yeah. Anyway, and what happened was. So Angus decided he wasn't going to wear them, and Ed pretty much picked up his swag, ripped it out of the ground, and threw it, or tried to put it on top of Angus's car, and was like asking people for his help, and then pretty much then asked Angus, can you help me put your swag on top of your car? And he's like, what the, like, why would you ask me to like help take part in my own demise? Like, why would I do that? They were just pretty much like, I don't know. They were just being so funny the whole time.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else were they doing.
Oh, they were just on one. I remember
Just you know when someone's just on good form and you just can keep watching them and you're just like, oh, unreal. So,
Ed is a special case.
Yeah. Well, but the thing was, Ed at Stoke Salmon was kind of as much of the attraction as Stoke Salmon
Yeah.
for the fact that he was in just like being a menace and dancing in the middle of the dance floor, and no one wanted to go near him. So
Yeah.
there was just like a circle.
Yeah.
Around
It
where
was
Ed
like that
was.
at Mac the Knife as well.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because he just had he had the look on his face where he had his mouth was like normal, but his eyes were
crazy.
Were like crazy.
Yeah.
And like you would look at him and he was like looking through you.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, oh dude, it's so funny.
He was the bull in the paddock.
Yeah, I don't know how Katie, keeps him in line.
It was.
I don't know if you could call that keeping it in line.
Nah, it was so funny though. Like honestly, he was
One of the
hilarious.
greats.
But yeah,
I didn't. Did you have a favorite act? Barley Parsable were fucking awesome, to be fair.
Barley Parcel, Mac Knife, always great.
Yeah.
Well covered on here.
Yeah.
Stoked Salmon, also cool to see them. But I thought the Mum Fighter was an interesting one.
Yeah, he's a bit more up your alley as well, to be fair.
I thought it was interesting, purely fact because it was kind of like it was rap, obviously, but then it was kind of like punk and like and metal at the same time.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a genre blend.
Yeah,
I don't know who makes the beats for them.
probably him.
Him or Wilson, I don't know, but some of them.
I'd say it's probably him. I think it's his project, and Wilson kind of just tags along.
Some of them
that kind of sounded like I was making it like. I don't know.
I don't know the way that
reach out, Wilson.
Wilson, please tell us who makes the beats on those songs because there was a couple in particular. When I was listening, I was kind of standing there and I was like, "This is like goes hard."
Yeah,
like I don't know. It was. I thought they were very good.
Speaking of Wilson, is he the greatest hype man of all time? He could literally be on an empty dance floor and his mates will be playing, and he'll just be like up there, like
he'll be going hard. He's so unreal. Every gig. Anytime, well, he's a great hype man for us. He probably listens more than anyone else.
Yeah. He does.
To this, so shout out Wilson.
Shout out Wilson.
One of the greats. But yeah, I like the Mum Fighter. I also was saying to, I think, Ryan at the time, how did I not see like a 6'3" blue haired mullet, like massive guy with a blue mullet walking around the whole time?
I didn't see him either.
I didn't see him at all, unless he got there like an hour before or something.
Yeah, maybe he got there on the Saturday.
I didn't see him once.
He was doing like spinning back kicks though when Mac and Knife were playing.
In the crowd.
Yeah, on the dance floor.
That's a bit rogue.
It's on brand, I feel like.
Yeah, fair enough. Got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Mum Fighter.
Yeah, true. But I was like, I was going. First of all, when he had the roller skates on, I've never seen a roller skating rapper before to begin with. I thought that was quite niche, quite impressive to begin with. And then secondly, the roller skates added a lot of height to him. So I was thinking, how tall is this guy?
Yeah.
You know, like he looks pretty big, but he has a massive pair of roller skates on.
Yeah.
Takes the roller skates off. Didn't make that much of a difference. Still huge. Took his shirt off later in the set. He was like massive as well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how have we not noticed this guy walking around?
Yeah.
But
this is bright blue mullet.
Bright blue mullet as well. But alas, he was great.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I really liked in terms of DJs. Not that I didn't see that much. Kind of faded early on the first night.
Shocked that you faded.
But it was like earlier than I normally would. It wasn't like me going home before everyone else. It was like I faded early.
Like what time?
Actually, I faded at like midnight.
Right.
And then I just like walked around and I just had like a bottle of water. I just walked around for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then I went back out at 3.
Oh, okay.
So it was a weird fade.
Right.
I didn't go to bed. I just like wasn't.
I thought you meant you went to bed.
No, I just like wasn't present.
Right.
I wasn't present at like a lot of the sets.
Okay.
Which,
is what it is.
It's a bit annoying, but I just wasn't up for it. Anyway, Maycalf's set I really liked.
You liked Maycalf's set?
I liked Maycalf's set.
I really, really, really liked Ryan's set. The one he did at 3 a.m.
Yeah?
On the first night.
What was he playing?
It was kind of like, it was a bit, I don't usually like minimal that much, but it was kind of like a minimal set. But I thought it was a bit more bouncy than a normal minimal songs.
Bit sashy?
Very sashy. Yeah. And I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
Like, so good. For 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
I was going, this is perfect.
Yeah,
unreal.
Yeah. Nice.
I was frothing. I was simply frothing.
Yeah,
that was probably my favourite set.
You would have been.
Jared was good. I'll tell you what, I was glad I took a lot of photos and videos.
Yeah?
I ended up taking probably quite a few in the end. I reckon I probably took about which is a lot for me. Some people probably took 100 or whatever, but I probably took 30, which is a lot for me if I go somewhere. Because I was like, I always forget to take photos of stuff when I go places, and it always annoys me.
Yeah.
And I kind of always go, I never got a photo with that person. I never go and get photos going here. So I always try to remind myself to take them.
Yeah.
So I'm happy I did this time.
Yeah.
And I got quite a few good ones. But
I got one. I took one video all weekend, and it was when DHM were playing.
Yeah, DHM.
Danish House Mafia.
Yeah.
Because they were actively trying to look like Tools.
Yeah.
But Ryan in particular, I hope he's listening, looked like such a tool.
Yeah.
But he looked like a tool because he looked like
He looked good.
he almost legitimately could look like that. Like
Yeah.
Ryan in another life. Like
pull
Ed
off-
looked like he was taking the piss.
Right.
If you didn't know Ryan, you probably wouldn't be able to tell if he was taking the piss or not because it looked so on brand for him.
He pulled it off.
He pulled it off
Yeah.
really well. The only video of him I've got, I'm like filming and he spots the camera and he just like takes a puff of his vape and just goes, points to the camera.
Unreal.
Nice.
But yeah, that DHM always good. Tully set, of course, was great. That was cool too.
Caught the tail of Tully's.
Mm.
Wish I saw more of it.
That was cool. Who else's one was good? There was one more. I'm trying to think of who it was.
Not that I watched any set and went, I'm not enjoying this.
True. That's a good point. I think I missed Kane's.
I missed Kane's too.
Mm.
Sorry, Kane.
Sorry, Kane. That was one of the ones I was keen to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall,
Because he's like the most legitimate DJ. that's
yeah,
there.
out of everyone that was there, he's probably like maybe like the best
he
one.
is the best, yeah.
Yeah, can't believe I missed that. Or
Anyway.
maybe I just don't remember. Maybe I was just
I think it was kind of early on the first night.
yeah.
I think it was this side, like before midnight on the
Mm.
first night. So it was kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway,
Good
great.
times.
Good times overall. Good times are had by all. Happy days.
When we were falling asleep, we were like right near the stream,
Right.
which was almost like just had this really
Tranquil.
nice stream sound.
Tranquil.
I thought it was a nice touch from the organisers.
Yeah.
Nice touch.
Tell you what, how good is it when it's hot and you just go in a dip in that creek? Hey?
Yeah, it's
like,
good.
and it's kind of cold. It's really cold, but you're
Yeah.
like,
But it's not like really, really cold. It's like a step down still. It's cold, but it's not middle of winter at the beach cold.
no.
Maybe because it was hot out.
Mm.
It still didn't, I don't know. Like once you were in, you were fine, sort
Yeah.
of thing. You know what I mean?
The only thing is this SPG, no cricket. Usually there's like a really big
I
cricket
thought
game.
about that.
Usually we set up like a big cricket thing and that gets played, but there was none of that this
It
year.
was really hot, to be fair. I don't know if it's been
I-
like that in the past.
Now
But
it's still, I mean, you're still gonna have a go.
yeah, I just thought that might have, taken away from it a little bit.
No, I just think there was stuff where we usually played
Right.
next year.
Next year.
Next year, we'll get them next time.
All went well. Organisers were pleased.
Yes.
Looking like it's on again for next year,
Mm.
which should be good.
Exciting times.
Look forward to it.
But yeah, that's SPG. Are you happy that you actually got to come to one now?
Yeah.
You
It's good to be
stoked?
there. It's
You
good to be
happy?
there. Yeah. Yeah. I feel almost like I feel like I feel annoyed that I don't know what the previous ones were like.
Expectation
Yeah.
reached?
Yeah. For sure. Honestly exceeded.
Wow.
It was so professional. The stage and lighting and sound was awesome.
True.
So professional.
It was.
Like if there was 1,000 people there, you wouldn't be,
No.
you know,
It wouldn't have bothered.
it wouldn't have felt wrong at
No.
all. There was so much space because you could camp all the way around that backside.
Yeah,
And
you
there's so
absolutely
much
could have.
space in the field there.
You absolutely could have.
It'd be good to get some more like stuff in the actual field bit to sort of keep people down in that main area. I think maybe.
Like, what do you mean?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Do you mean near where the stage is?
Yeah, down in that flat bit.
Right.
Like just it felt like there needed to be a bit more stuff going on down there during the day maybe.
Like
the cricket could have been good.
like some toys or something. Like a swing set or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Like a jungle gym.
Some hula
like
hoops or something.
like a small jungle gym.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. True. Okay. Pass on those notes to the organisers. I'm sure they'll be happy to hear your complaint.
That's not a complaint.
No. You've said what you've said, mate. You've said what you've said.
Sure.
Rattled.
I don't think any of them listen. Oh, Jared might.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have anything else?
Should we just quickly touch on these things we've got here? These 3 other notes. Can we draw these out and link it
Yeah.
together? And then just to sort of bridge the gap between our dribble and the back page.
Okay.
Because we've been a little light in the body lately.
Yeah,
the body of the pod.
We've lacked thickness recently.
I think Xander and I need to sit down one like Wednesday night before the pod and have like a 20-minute phone call and just get ourselves recentered
Yeah.
at some stage,
True.
which will never happen, but you know.
I'll just call you on the way home. On the way to work. When you're on the way to work.
When? What time?
After this is done, mate.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You know what I want to bring back?
What?
Love and hate. I think we should bring that back.
You want love and hate back?
I want it back.
You know what? We can do love and hate.
Okay.
We can bring it back.
Consider it back next week.
Consider it love and hate back next week. I hope you guys are all pumped. Okay. I am keen for that. One other thing I'm keen to hear, Kate. What do you mean? You wrote this. I'm confused. Pizza sucks. What does that mean? Elaborate. Explain.
Okay. I don't think pizza sucks as a whole.
So you've got written down.
I think the fact that people have pizza as their favorite food is absolutely shocking to me. Like, why?
I reckon it's pretty up there for me.
How is pizza your favorite? Like, there's so many other beautiful foods that exist,
Yeah, but
and you've literally got
goated.
this. Dude, it's like toasted tomato bread.
No. Yeah, but that's because you probably get cheese pizza because you have no sense of taste or palate.
I'm a Supreme guy, mate. For what it's worth.
Respect. I actually also really like Supreme, but okay, I'm kind of lost now. I don't have anything for you, but I disagree. I can definitely understand. Pizza would be top 3.
But like pizza, traditional pizza,
because you feel nice and full afterwards. It's saucy. It's great the next morning. You know, you can put whatever you want on it.
I just think there's so many better options out there.
Like, what would you pick then? What would your favorite food be?
I've come to realize that this is very white person. I think just like chicken in any form is my favorite food. Palmies, fried chicken, like chicken katsu sushi's fire. Chicken in all dishes, elite.
So death row, you're going to chicken
Palmy.
katsu.
I
You're
go
going palmy.
Palmy chicken on death row probably.
You're on palmy on death row.
Probably.
From where?
Wherever. The one at the Union's pretty good. I don't care. They all do the job. Palmy's good pretty much anywhere you go.
No, I reckon palmies have taken such a dramatic decline in the last 2 years.
You reckon the quality of them?
Quality, price, like reflection of price, quality, and taste. Because they can charge so much and they can just make it for so cheap.
Yeah, I
so
get
they're
them.
just maxing out on like the profit margin,
Yeah.
the markup.
You say that, but what about pizza though, bro? Pizza when you go out, it's like over $20.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a good point also. But you can do pizza for cheap, or you can like kind of make a good one at home for cheap as well. But I don't know, the palmy, like for something that's just like a classic meal, and even at like some crappy pub, it's still like $25, $24.
Yeah, they're over 20 now.
And, you know, just not worth it.
You don't find a palmy under 20 ever.
No.
I get them half price at work, so
It's a rarity.
at our work,
It's a rarity.
the topping isn't eggplant; it's like bacon,
Yeah,
which is
that's gas.
so good, and it fills you up so much more. Like even just having that tiny bit of bacon on there, dude, it
Yeah.
fills you up so much more.
I had a good one. I got it for free at my work at Patonga. And that one was actually pretty good. But
Yeah.
that would be like $34.
Yeah. Oh,
otherwise,
yeah.
You know? But
I'm happy to agree with you on like the pricing being outrageous, but I can't really recall getting a palmy and being like, that wasn't good.
I got one at Bavarian Cafe or Bavarian
Oh, that's usually pretty good.
last year in about the middle of the year, and it was rubbish.
What made it bad?
Everything.
Okay.
Just shit. It was
'Cause, like,
terrible.
I feel like with schnitties, like you can get bad schnitties, right? Like it's
Yeah.
overcooked, whatever. You know, the crumbing isn't up to standard.
Right.
Whatever it may be.
Yes.
A palmy, in my opinion, the schnitty can be still not great. Cover that thing with tomato sauce and cheese,
Bob's drunk.
you're chilling.
All good.
Which I suppose, in theory, is just like a chicken pizza.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Well, there you go. Now we're kind of
Jokes on
figuring out.
me. Now we're getting somewhere.
Pranked.
Now we're really...
And do you have it with chips?
Yeah.
Palmy? Yeah, that's your carbs, mate. That's your dough. That's your dough right
Yeah,
there.
it's true. Good point. Way better than pizza, though.
I would disagree. I'd probably go a pizza over a
What would
palmy.
you have on death row?
Probably entree. I'd go.
Do you get 3 courses?
Well, I mean, it's a dinner.
Sure.
It's proper dinner. Entree, garlic bread. Because I feel like you'd kick yourself if you didn't have it, and you'd probably be like, oh, that was good. But if
Cheesy garlic bread?
yeah, just classic.
I love cheesy garlic bread, dude. I love
Either
cheese.
or. I just want the more garlic, the better, really.
Yeah, sure.
And then maybe like, I don't know, maybe like a really hectic pasta,
I'd probably have pasta too.
like a real veggie, but it's got meat in there and it's like hell saucy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what I don't even really mind what is in it. It just kind of has to have those 3 criteria, and I'd probably have linguine. I like linguine pasta. or penne?
Is linguine the
The thin, long one.
flat spaghetti?
Yep.
Linguine is beast.
Yeah, linguine.
I'd probably go a carbonara. That'd probably be my death row meal.
So you'd go carbonara.
Yeah.
Or no, so no palmy.
No, I've changed.
You've changed.
Pasta is my favorite food.
Okay.
I just got lost. I'm really craving a palmy right now. That's why I got lost.
Yeah, right.
Lost
Okay.
in the sauce.
And then dessert. I'd probably just go maybe a bit of chocolate mud cake with a bit of vanilla ice cream. But I would ask them to heat up the chocolate cake in the microwave first and then put the ice cream on after.
Do you reckon they have like a... Whenever I think of death row, I always think of being in like an Indonesian country.
Well, that's fair because I guess the only people that you would ever have heard of getting death rowed would be like the Bali Nine. Well, is it the Bali Nine? Did some of them get death rowed? Yeah, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Anyway, would
How
they have a...
Chappelle got away? Like, how did Chappelle not? Like, it's crazy that Chappelle's Corby didn't. Like, she kind of is out.
Where is she?
She's back in Australia.
Is she just living her life?
Well, I guess so. I mean, she'd be. I mean, like, she's had a pretty crazy life.
Mm.
But I mean, like, pretty gnarly what happened to her
Yeah.
in a Balinese prison for whatever it was.
That is like my
15 years.
worst nightmare, being
Yeah.
in a Balinese.
Well, being in prison alone, I think would
But being in like one of those countries
be pretty gnarly.
be so hectic.
Be pretty gnarly.
Imagine like the heat and stuff.
Oh, mate, you'd be done. That alone.
Yeah. Me personally.
Yeah, you'd hate that.
I think I'm alright with heat compared to some people.
Mm.
I'm just a bit of a fucking carry on.
You, Karen? No, mate, never. Wait, but you didn't finish. Okay, entree, death meal, entree. What'd you have? See,
Entree.
carbonara was your main entree.
Nah, I wouldn't. I'd want to be, because I'm not a big eater.
Right.
I'd like a side of cheesy garlic bread, but I wouldn't eat it until I'm finished the pasta.
Okay.
And I'm pretty strictly like, I'll eat in chronological order.
Right.
We'll go use the palmy as an example. I'll eat the palmy, then I'll eat the chips.
You
then I'll
don't
eat
mix
the
them.
salad.
You don't
mix.
I'm big on mix.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a mix guy. Okay, and dessert.
Dessert, maybe just like a maxi bon or something.
That's like this is like the worst death row meal I have ever heard in my life.
How's that bad?
This is like the least. Someone's like, "You're about to die. You're about to never eat again. What do you want? Your wildest dreams, your wildest imagination. We can get you anything you like." I get some cheesy garlic bread, understandable, a carbonara, and a maxi bon.
Yeah. That'll do the trick.
Oh, that is such a good one. Yeah, I rate that.
Mate, yours wasn't that extravagant either.
Yeah, but like at least I thought about it. Like there's some thought and a bit of creativity to it. Yours is like, I just want the point and shoot.
Yeah, I like
Pardon the pun.
I like what I like.
Man of simple pleasures.
Yeah.
Man of simple tastes.
I don't personally, and this won't shock anyone who knows me. I don't personally like, food's not a hobby of mine.
No.
You know how people like, I love eating, I look forward to my next meal. Like, I love going out to restaurants, getting good food. I'm like, dude, as long as I'm full, as long as I'm not hungry, I don't really care what I'm eating. Do you know what I mean? And I'll go, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Like, if we went out to a really nice restaurant, I'd go, yeah, that was good. I would have been equally pleased with just, butter chicken.
Oh, yeah, butter chicken.
Or like a schnitty.
Yeah.
I would have been equally pleased. So take my food opinions with a grain of salt.
Pardon the pun.
Pardon the pun.
Fair enough.
Onwards.
Question. You've had this note in here since Christmas. Did you get your headphones?
I did. It's also your note, but...
No. Well, no. This was my note about 6 months ago. About 6 months ago, I brought up how good headphones are. Love my
Yeah.
wireless headphones.
Sure.
They're so much better than AirPods, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
I've been shot down for a long time. You are now on the bandwagon, headphone bandwagon.
Did I shoot you down?
Look, I'm not going to say you did, but I'm pretty sure you did. But, look, headphones. Did you get them for Christmas? How are they?
Got them for Christmas. Awesome. So good.
See?
It's a bit like... I definitely still think there's a place for AirPods.
Mm.
Right now, the scorching heat of the Australian summer is not the best, especially with long hair. Like wearing headphones is not the most pleasant thing. Like when I'm walking to the shops, if it's hot, I'd rather just have earpods in.
Right.
But like at home and just listening to music on like really good headphones.
I know.
It's like I'm re-listening to everything again.
I know. How good is it?
It's awesome.
It's unreal.
Big fan. Big fan. I'm on board the train. And honestly, I don't know how I made it this long without them. I'm a bit like that with everything.
And it's
like,
good because usually, well, unless you're me, because we have discussed how my approachability. But has anyone stopped you when you've had your headphones on and like interrupted you?
No.
No, it doesn't happen.
No.
No one can see your AirPods. People try and talk to you.
No.
Headphones.
They say F off pretty much.
Yeah, they literally just saying like, please do not. They're like, do not disturb.
Do
sign.
not talk to me.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Yeah, I
So
always
great.
see Kempy at the gym
Yeah.
of
Headphones on.
Headphones on.
Do not disturb.
I would love to talk to him, but it's like we're at the gym. He's got headphones on. I just kind of want to leave him alone.
Just you should have a post-it note in your gym bag that just says, "Hi, Kempy."
Big fan.
Yeah, and just next time you see he's on the machine, just walk past and just pretend you've dropped something and just put it down in front of him and walk off.
Can I have a job?
Can I? Yeah. You are my idol. Can I please join?
Can I get coffees for you?
Yeah. I love you.
Do your shoes need cleaning?
Yeah.
Where are we at here? PA?
Huh?
I'd be his PA.
Mate, everyone would love to be Kempy's PA. Imagine
be
how
awesome.
good. Imagine how good that would be.
I'd do it for free. I'd literally do it for free.
Kempy would be an unreal person to work for.
He'd love me as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably. You should have worked the angle with the guy in the Eagle Tag team.
Oh, I'd fucking... No, he's sprayed me.
Yeah, because you are a rat bag, mate. That's
I didn't do
right.
anything.
Yeah, yeah. Or actually, you know, we're talking about the Eagle Tag stuff, and I was
Yeah.
saying Nathan has a certain punchability about him.
Yeah.
He actually messaged me,
Did he?
and he said, interesting study that, and I said, yeah, it is. And I was like, mate, don't take it out of me. I was just saying facts.
We're just looking at the facts.
And he said, no, I'm saying I think you're right.
Yeah.
I'm saying what's up with that, and I asked him if he gets in any fights in footy because he also plays footy. Haven't checked my messages yet, but I mean, it's coming. We'll get an answer, but we might have actually touched a nerve or something. We might actually be onto something.
Well, maybe... it doesn't sound like we've touched a nerve. It sounds like he's in agreement.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a way about
Some
me.
investigative
An
journalism.
antagonistic aura.
He's a bit of a grub.
Is he?
Yep. Just in general.
We got in a bit of a stink the other night.
Who?
Not a bit of a stink. It wasn't
Me,
much.
you.
No, our Oztag side.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you?
We were versing the bottom team. So we were being that lippy in the group chat all week. Like, fuck, we're just going to pump these losers and then go and get on the beers, whatever.
Yeah.
We show up, best team we've played so far.
Really?
Best team we've played.
What happened? Did you win or lose?
Please.
What happened?
What do you reckon?
What was the score?
8-6.
Okay.
8-6 dub. They were just old and, like, good. And, like, they weren't falling for, like... Just everything that's worked for us in the past didn't work
then.
Didn't really work on them. But me and Jared actually scored this beast try. Like, literally, I'll talk you through it real quickly because I feel like you'll appreciate it.
Okay.
Ball goes dead. I run, quick 20 tap, kick it long straight away while they're all on the back foot. Jared runs through. And then, like, him and another guy go to pick it up and Jared kind of kicks it
Yeah.
and, like, kind of kicks it ahead and then picks it up, pops it up to me, and I run through and score.
What a try.
Mate.
That's
And
a
then
great try.
the ref calls it back for Jared kicking the ball while the guy's trying to pick
Oh.
the ball up.
Wait, so you didn't score it?
So we didn't score.
Wait.
Yeah, it was disallowed. I was getting to it.
Okay.
It's part of the story.
Right.
Disallowed try. And then as Jared's standing up, the guy like taps Jared on the face and goes, "Unlucky, mate." And then Jared like pushes him and then everyone's like, "Fuck."
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, to be fair, I remember in so you should have said scored this try. You should have said almost scored this try
Sorry.
when you started. Yeah. Anyway.
Not to get caught up in
No. But actually, Jared did that one time. I think we were in like under 18s or something for football, for soccer. And he was playing striker, something similar. The keeper was going down to the ball to get it. And he just kind of touched it forward with his foot. And then he scored. And the keeper got annoyed thinking he'd kicked it out of his hands. And the keeper gets up, pushes Jared. And then Jared pushes him back because the keeper goes, you kicked it out of my hands. Jared goes, no, I didn't. It's not my fault, you fucking shit. Just straight to his face. It was so savage. After
That's so
scoring a
good.
goal, it was unreal. So he's got a bit of track record, that bloke, doing things like that.
Bit of dog in him.
Bit of ticker in the dog, hey?
Good stuff.
Hey, good. I bet you're asking me, go, Jared, are you competitive? We go, nah, not me, mate. Nah, I
not
couldn't.
really.
Dude, that getting competitive and stuff, like, it's not really like my vibe kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Cap.
it's a lie.
Cap.
It's a lie. It's all a front. It's
Yeah.
part of the cosplay.
Yeah. Anyway,
Good
we
on.
won.
You won.
Undefeated.
So
Actually, we lost one, but I wasn't there.
I don't want to brag about my Eagle Tag excellence because it happens every week. So
That's
I
fine.
got tons of stories, but
That's fine.
I just don't want to air them. I got a bit more humble than you are, I guess.
Yeah, might need a whole pod for that.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could do a special. I mean, if you wanted to, we could go through like my own highlights. But
Sure.
I mean, like that's only if you wanted to. Like, I'm sure everyone really would love to hear about all the stuff that I've done in OzTag, all the great tries that me and Brad Parker's army have been a part of.
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
great moments. But alas, we'll move on.
Should we go to the back page?
Let's. Oh,
I'm so hungry.
yeah, not long. Hang in there.
Oh no, I'm chilling. I'm just like It's rare that I'm hungry, and I'm fucking starving today.
Yeah, right.
Don't know why.
Mate, ripping some mega ring
Yeah.
after this.
Good idea.
Okay, back page. Start off. Pardon me. NRL. Heard any whispers?
Bulldogs signed someone else this week.
Josh Reynolds on a full-time contract.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
good to see.
Good backup. Handy backup.
Good to
Plays
see.
9, plays 6,
Great person to have around the club as well.
14. Play a bit
14.
of everywhere.
Great 14.
Yeah. I like that. Probably got him cheap as well.
Oh yeah,
Um,
and he absolutely has dog in him.
Oh, he's got plenty of dog in him. That Bulldogs team, I am very excited to see.
They're likable. The
There's a
Bulldogs
lot to
team.
like. Pretty young team as well. I'm keen to see what they come up with in the first. I wonder if, I wonder if how last year they kind of struggled in those first kind of 10 games, and then they sacked Trent Barrett, and then they automatically started playing way better.
Yeah.
I wonder if this year if they'll start with the kind of confidence they had at the end of last year.
Yeah, I think so.
Because if they start like that, if they start with that kind of flair,
Yeah.
which I think suits how their team's going to play with their like a young team, etc. Play with some speed and a bit of flair. I feel like that'll suit them nicely.
Yeah.
And I feel like it could be just to their benefit.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We shall see.
I think they'll come in hot. New coach, mate. The players will be buzzing around the
Reid
Bulldogs camp
Marnie
at the
as
moment.
well.
Kick out.
Yeah, their team's shaping up so good.
It's actually
Burton-
I'm kind of like, I know when the Tigers play the Dogs, they're going to be one of those teams that I absolutely despise. And I think as the year goes on, my distaste towards them will grow.
Well, you've got almost 4 or 5 teams that you could look at and go, like in just doing a bit of pre-season analysis. You got about like that 7 and 8 spot, similar to last year, could go to like a multitude of teams.
Yeah.
Like 5 or 6.
Yeah. It's almost like,
teams.
I feel like we're almost saying it every week, but that like lower mid-table, all those sides in and around there seem like they've really strengthened. Bar a few, obviously.
Yes.
But like Newcastle, the Tigers, Bulldogs, sort of the first 3 that come to mind.
Well, Bulldogs, like if they weren't challenging for the 8 this year, like honestly, they could be challenging at that 8th
Yeah.
spot. Like if they put a couple wins together, they won't miss. They're not going to miss many players through Origin either.
Just their best one.
Burton, yeah. But I mean,
Marnie too, probably, to be honest. He'll be 19th for Queensland.
yeah, true. But I don't know. I just think I don't know. I was looking at the teams the other day again, and I was just again.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at it going, I can't see the Raiders not being in the finals again this year.
Nah, they'll be solid.
I can see the Rabbitohs doing better than last year.
Same.
I can see the Eels dropping off a bit, but I don't know if they'll drop off enough.
I think they'll still make the 8.
I think they're still going to make the 8. Like, I feel they're I mean, Josh Hodgson, who knows what he's going to be like this year, but the rest of their team's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Even though they've lost some good players. And then you got Manly, who if Turbo plays,
They'll be sniffing.
if Turbo playing the whole year, who knows?
They'll be roundabout.
Honestly, who
They'll
knows?
be roundabout.
Who knows? Then you've got, pardon me. So then you've also got the Dragons. Everyone's saying no, but everyone said they'd come last year, and they still end up coming 9th.
I'd put the Dragons, the Tigers, the Titans, and the Broncos.
The Broncos as well.
I reckon. I don't think they're quite in that. I guess the Broncos.
But I
would
don't know how.
probably
But the
be.
Broncos were in the 8,
They were fourth,
They
yeah.
were the whole of last year
Yeah.
until the final round where they lost to the Dragons and then got knocked out.
I'm
Them
tipping.
losing Pat Carrigan is what ruined their year. He was like the soul of that team. He got suspended. That was it.
I think that's gonna kind of be my hot take this year that Brisbane missed the 8.
Again.
Yeah. I think there's too much going on there with the coach. I think it crumbles at some point during the year. If Reynolds gets injured, I don't know. I do think the Broncos have the assets to make the 8. I personally just don't think they will.
I just their
I
team is
don't
so
see
good,
room
though.
for them in
Their
there.
team is so good.
I don't see room.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much.
We'll see.
We'll see. But like
And
I said,
the
just
thing
before,
is-
all those teams, and I don't think the Tigers are going to make the 8. But I
No.
mean, I think they're going to I think they're going to upset a few teams. Who
Yeah.
are expecting in years previous to
Yeah.
just run all over them.
I think they'll land in that 9 to 12 region with the Titans and the Dragons.
But like we're saying every week, keen for it to be back. Very excited. Very, very excited.
Yeah. I had something else to say just then. It's escaped me now.
Oh, pardon me. I had to blow my nose.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Well, the top 4, 5 teams have kind of been the same over the last, decade or so. But now you've also got the Cowboys and the Sharks in there.
What's this? Cowboys and the I know. I'm getting
also-
something up front next bit.
That's okay.
But yeah,
I'm just saying, the top sort of 5 or 6 teams, Melbourne, Roosters, Souths, Panthers, has kind of been the same over the last 5-10 years.
Yeah.
5 years at least. But now you've also got the Sharks and the Cowboys in there who are pretty much guaranteed to take up a spot in the 8, right?
yeah,
Which makes that 7-8 spot even tighter.
I know.
It's almost just the 8 spot.
Mm.
Because it's Penrith, Roosters, Souths, Cowboys, Sharks, Storm, and Para. That's
Yeah.
7 teams.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I can't see Para not making the 8 as much as they lost 2 pretty solid players.
I can't either.
They do have a pretty good team.
I still think they'll be there.
Yeah. Yeah, you are right. It's literally one spot.
Mm.
Para's the only team I could see not making the 8. If any of those teams were to not, it would be Para.
Mm.
But yeah, the Raiders, I can't see the Raiders not making it either.
Can't wait. Can't bloody wait, mate.
Okay, moving on.
Mike.
Moving on. In football or soccer, as some like to call it, transfer window is over for January.
Yeah.
Now, unlike other seasons, the January transfer window, it's a very tactical transfer window. Or sometimes players who want to get out of a sinking ship will get out, or players who want to, better their careers, or, if a team is in desperate need for a certain player, they'll get to the January window and they'll be like, okay, we need this position, so we better go for someone. I don't remember a January window with this much activity in it.
That's been hectic.
Okay, start off, Cristiano Ronaldo going from Man United to Al Nassr.
Yep.
That was kind of crazy. João Cancelo going from City to Bayern Munich.
Why did they let him go? I thought he was
He's like their best. He's like
One
one
of
of
their
the
best
best players.
players.
He's like the best right back in the Prem.
left
I
back.
thought.
Yeah.
Well, he's been playing right back.
Has he?
Mm.
I think
Yeah.
you're wrong.
Has he been playing on the left?
He's
has he?
left.
Oh, because Carl Walker's
Kyle
on the right.
Walker.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, strange.
Weird
I
one.
don't-
Good signing.
I think great signing, but I'm confused by why
Yeah.
he would be let go. And he's got a 70 million clause where they can buy him for 70 mil.
what I read was something along the lines of he was upset about him not starting anymore, and then he threatened to leave, and they were like, "You can go." That's what I
I feel
read.
like Pep wouldn't put up with that.
No,
There,
you're not bigger than the club, sort of thing.
Pep would just kind of
Weird because they let Zinchenko go as well only recently, or last
But
year,
he's
4
been
years ago now.
so good for.
That's what I'm saying.
Arsenal.
Why they keep
No,
letting
they let him go at the beginning of the window.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, he's just been at Arsenal.
Oh, I thought he was there since July.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
that's right. Yeah, in the first in the
Right.
the transfer window. Kayla Navas, 3-time
Random.
Champions League winner. Nottingham Forest. Great signing. Jorginho from Chelsea to Arsenal. That's pretty crazy
That's a weird one.
because his contract's up in 6 months. But it's weird that Chelsea would then sell to their biggest rival
Yeah,
at the moment.
it is odd.
It is.
Their midfield is stacked, so like I get it. And they just signed Enzo Fernandez as well.
Well, Arsenal need? Yeah, but Arsenal needed another centre midfielder as backup.
Yeah,
If they get
It's
an
good for
injury
Arsenal.
it's the perfect signing for
Yeah.
Arsenal. But yeah,
Bit of
Chelsea.
leadership. It'll be good for Odegaard as well.
Yeah,
you know.
Chelsea have signed just about a whole
Everyone,
team, a whole
yeah.
spare team. Dali Blind from Ajax to Bayern Munich.
Interesting.
Weird one also. Memphis Depay from Barcelona to Madrid. Weird one.
Memphis Depay's that got in that same bracket as Di Maria, where he's just gone to like every big club in every league,
Yeah, but he's not. He's never been the best player in that.
and he's
team.
never settled at one.
But tried it in the Prem, didn't make it.
Yeah, yeah.
But Depay is nowhere near as good as Di Maria will ever be. Though.
No,
Depay's he is a weird player. He's played at so many different places. Actually.
and they've all been really like top tier clubs.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Weghorst from Burnley to Man United.
Yep.
Odd one. Matt Doherty, Tottenham to Atletico Madrid. João Felix, Atletico Madrid to Chelsea.
Isn't that only on loan?
Yeah, that's only on loan. Marcel Sabitzer from Bayern Munich to Man United.
Okay. And then obviously there's Moidrick to Chelsea, Enzo Fernandez to Chelsea.
Yeah, and that's that. Two of those signings are like two of the biggest signings ever in the Premier League.
Yeah.
One of them is the biggest, the Argentinian guy.
Enzo,
I've never even heard of him.
World Cup winner, mate.
Yeah, but what position does he play?
CDM.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, Chelsea.
CDM.
I feel like
mid.
Chelsea are doing something similar to what Madrid did a couple of years ago, which is just acquiring a vast quantity of players and then just having them
I find it a bit scat.
and then
Like,
getting rid of them if they need to.
I
but
find
just
an
having
element of that like a bit scat. It almost feels like we're not signing when there's. It almost feels like a bit erratic, and there's not like thought going into the signings. Like I could be wrong, but it's like instead of I don't know. Chelsea have such a great like youth system, and it's like the fact that our club is kind of built on all these big transfers isn't a reflection of what it
The
should
club.
be. You know?
And it's weird because I already thought Chelsea's squad depth was insane.
Yeah,
But
so
they
do I.
they must have so many injuries and the likes at the moment that you don't even know about.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, Kante's still out till February.
And they've just been slowly getting rid of players.
Kovacic is there. Loftus-Cheek is there. Like
Weird times at Stamford Bridge.
weird times.
Weird times. Very odd.
Yeah.
I don't know what's doing.
It was like when they won the league with
Conte.
Conte. It was like we signed Diego Costa, and that was kind of like the last piece of the puzzle to that squad. And like that squad felt very Chelsea, right? It felt like maybe that's contradictory because there still wasn't that many Chelsea juniors in that side, but like it just felt like we'd made smart, sensible transfers.
Yeah.
And then Diego Costa was like the finishing piece. But this is kind of like we're signing all these players at once. We're fixing so many problems at once. Like, how is it going to pan out?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm interested to see how Chelsea go. Well, because now I guess for Graham Potter, it's like, okay, I've just got given 12 players. And also it's like having the players to be competitive in every competition.
Yeah.
You need a deep roster.
Yeah.
So
Weird
let's see.
times.
Let's see. Weird times. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm sure in the next couple of years you'll see it kind of come to fruition and see it all kind of play out.
Yeah.
To the NBA quickly. LeBron, 89 points away from the total points record in NBA history.
Who's got it?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Right.
Or Abbar. Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. One of the greats. LeBron recently went to 4th in the all-time assists.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think he's top 10 for all main criteria in like 3 points, rebounds, assists,
How old
points.
is he now? Like 33?
38. LeBron's 38. This is his
Crazy.
20th year in the NBA.
Wow.
Yep. And he's
He's
still
been around that long.
Yep. And he's still like top 3 player in the
So
league.
we were 4 when he came onto the scene.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's arguably still like he's never not been a top 3 player in the league.
Yeah.
He's always been like sensational.
Is he getting are there retirement whispers yet or not really?
No. He's putting up like better numbers than he has some other years when he was younger or in better teams.
Crazy.
So we'll see. I think he wants to play with his son. Like his son's 2 years away from joining the NBA, from being eligible to play.
Yeah.
So if someone picks up LeBron's son as a trade in the draft, you're also going to pick up LeBron. So I think teams, I don't know who's going to work around that or who'll end up getting them, but we shall see. I'm excited.
Times.
Yeah, so 2 years away, that is. So keen for that. And then just quickly in the NFL, Super Bowl is this week. You got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs. The Philadelphia Eagles, of course, have Australian Jordan Mailata. Former NRL, South Sydney NRL under 19s.
Yeah.
Moved to the US to become an NFL player, and now he is in a Super Bowl. Has a chance of winning one.
I think I think
awesome.
their kicker is an ex-AFL player as well.
Yeah, there's plenty of those in the NFL actually. AFL players.
I think I heard there's 2 Aussies in that team.
Yeah.
Also, Tom Brady retired.
Tom
again.
Brady did retire today for good.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I reckon this has got to be for good.
Crazy that he I don't know if crazy, almost like that he ruined his marriage for one more year.
Maybe he was just feeling it. I
Must
don't know.
have been.
If the spark's not... Maybe he just had the spark. You don't know. It's kind of hard.
Weird, right?
That would be his whole life, though. Like, he wouldn't know anything else. I don't know. We shall see. Maybe he'll get back with his wife. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
But anyway, Tom Brady also retired. Good on him. Have a day off, mate. You've earned it.
Yeah.
You've been around for a while. Do you have music for this week?
I actually don't know if I've already put this in the playlist or not. All My Friends by LCD Sound System.
Sounds great. Can't wait to rip that one through. All right. That's the episode today. Hope you enjoyed. Little breakdown of what happened at SPG, what's been kind of happening over the last week or so. Bit of a lengthy back page. Fair bit to it today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you all have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. We'll see you soon. I'm Alexander.
I'm Cody.
See ya.